Or you just get rid of the concept of race. I mean, race could still apply to someone in a foot race or something like that. But as far as using the word race and associating it with mistreat people based on color, which is what it's really all about, it's not about anything else, just get rid of that altogether. White people, if they want to be identified as white people, no problem there. You see, color doesn't have anything to do with race unless you make it so, because race is about mistreatment. Color is just about color. You know, just like you got oak trees. I mean, you know, you got elm trees. You got begonia trees or whatnot. You got different things in the universe, and you have things called, or rather entities, beings called people. And people come in sizes and shapes. You have people who are different weights, and that weight will change maybe every other day or so or something like that, depending on whether or not the person is on some type of weight regimen and whatnot. I mean, you can't really say it's the same person. In fact, a person will meet another person on the street and say, you know what? You don't look like you used to. And they'll say, why? Looks like you put on some weight. Okay, well, what was the weight before? Well, about 160 pounds, and now you are up to 200 pounds. Now, that person is really not the same person, yet, as far as weight is concerned. But it's the same way with color. You know, color is just like weight or the shape of the ears or anything like that, except that color doesn't change in people, you know, unless they do something artificial and whatnot. And the person is still the person, but you just look at the person and say, well, it's a black person, you know, or a non-white person, whatever label you want to use. The person is still a person. But the person does have color if the person has color. And then a person that has less color, you know, you can just say that that person has less color. This is true even among black people in the same families, you know, and even among individuals themselves. I've pointed this out down through the years. If you take an individual black person and have that black person take off his or her clothes so that the person is what you might call completely naked, you can look at that person, and if you don't believe it, you can try it. When people are around swimming pools or something like that, and they just have on something, you know, very few clothes, like a one-piece swimsuit or something, or a two-piece in the case of a female. Look at the person's skin. In different parts of that person, you will see different shades of color. I don't think the average person has ever paid too much attention to it, but I have, particularly on beaches and whatnot. And the person will be one shade in one part of the body. Sometimes the person's legs are darker than the upper part of their body. And it doesn't come from the sun. It's just that way. And sometimes around the back area of a person, it will be lighter. It will be a light brown, and the front part of the person, including the face, will be extremely dark. Now, why is that? And you can tell by the where the different shades change that it didn't have anything to do with the clothing that they wore when they're in the sun or something like that over a period of time. That's just their natural look. One person, who you might say is a black person, will be different shades of brown on different shades of the body. A person can check this out with somebody they know real close personally, like, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, etc., etc. Just look at the person. I mean, really look at the person and see what you're looking at, because there's a passage in the textbook that says, in racial matters, many look, but few see. See what? See what they're looking at. And that's one thing that each person can check out themselves for their own eyes. So, like I always say in codification, don't believe what people tell you, including Neely Fuller. Listen to what it is, but you check out things yourself.